Hey, what's going on, guys? So, early this morning at around 2 a.m. Saturday, the House of Representatives passed the latest stimulus bill called the America Cares Act for $1.9 trillion. Now, it still has to be approved by the Senate, but in this video, I'm going to break down the details of what the bill contains, what was said by everyone in Washington last night, and what Americans can expect to receive. But what I expect to receive? You smashing that like and subscribe button and making sure you hit that bell for notifications. That way you stay well informed of all this quality financial content that's here to make your life better. Now, in addition to a third round of stimulus checks being paid out, this bill was designed by President Biden to provide additional assistance to those who are unemployed, hungry, uninsured, or at risk of losing their homes. Let's take a look at some of the details. The House bill would provide direct payments worth up to $1,400 per person to families earning less than $200,000 a year and individuals earning less than $100,000 a year. Because the payments phase out faster than previous rounds, not everyone who was eligible for a check earlier will receive one now. But for those who are eligible, the new payments will top up the $600 checks approved in December. So basically, if you got that last $600 stimulus check, you're gonna get this new $1,400 check, bringing recipients to a total of $2,000 apiece. Individuals earning less than $75,000 would receive the full $1,400, and the amount would phase out for those earning more, up to $100,000. Couples earning less than $150,000 a year would receive $2,800, and families with children would be eligible for an additional $1,400 per dependent. The payments will be calculated based on either 2019 or 2020 income. Unlike the previous two rounds, adult dependents, including college students, would be eligible for the payments. Oh wow, so the one notable difference from everything that I just mentioned is that adult dependents, whether you're in college or not, can be eligible for these $1,400 checks. If your parents claim you on their income tax, it doesn't matter if you're 18 or 22 years old, you're eligible for that check. That wasn't there for the first two rounds of stimulus. Interesting. You know, this might be one of those rare cases where college kids and kids who recently moved out of the house, who were fighting for their independence, are now fighting to be dependent. They used to say,
"Mom, Dad, I'm my own adult. I don't need you to come do my laundry and I don't need anything from you. I'm my own man."
Now they're like, "Mom, Dad, please tell me you claim me as a dependent. Like, just say that I live with you still. You know, you still claim me, right?" Everybody wants that check. Now, currently, the national unemployment rate is about 6.3%. Let's take a look at what the bill had to say about unemployment. If you are unemployed, out-of-work Americans will get a federal weekly boost of $400 through August 29th. Those enrolled in two key pandemic unemployment programs could also continue receiving benefits until that date. Freelancers, gig workers, independent contractors, and certain people affected by the coronavirus could remain in the Pandemic Unemployment Assistance Program for up to 74 weeks, which is a year and a half. And those whose traditional state benefits run out could receive pandemic emergency unemployment compensation for 48 weeks. The jobless in these pandemic programs will start running out of benefits in mid-March, when provisions in December's $900 billion relief package begin to phase out, along with the current $300 federal weekly enhancement. Okay, so my main takeaway from the unemployment aspect of the bill is that if you currently receive $300 a week in unemployment assistance, that's going to get bumped up to $400 a week until August 29th. And if your state runs out of unemployment benefits, you could qualify for emergency pandemic unemployment relief for up to 48 weeks. So those are two nice new features of this current bill that I think are going to go a long way to help those in need. Now, this next part I hate to even think about, but millions of Americans are currently suffering from hunger or a lack of nutrition. And if you're one of those people, this is what the bill had to say in reference to that. Food stamp recipients would see a 15% increase in benefits continue through September instead of having it expire at the end of June. And families whose children's schools are closed may be able to receive pandemic EBT benefits through the summer, if their state opts to continue it. The program provides funds to replace free and reduced price meals that kids would have been given in school. That's great. I'm glad this bill at least touched on the hunger situation going on in this country and provides a little bit more assistance towards people eating better. That's a major plus. And if you happen to be behind on your rent or mortgage, this is what the new bill would provide. The legislation would send roughly $19.1 billion to state and local governments to help low-income households cover back rent assistance, and utility bills. About $10 billion would be authorized to help struggling homeowners pay their mortgages, utilities, and property taxes. It would provide another $5 billion to help states and localities assist those at risk of experiencing homelessness. And the final part that I wanted to mention was the tax breaks that this bill provides to families with children. Along with receiving the stimulus payments described above, most families with minor children could claim a larger tax credit for 2021. Low-income parents in particular would benefit. Qualifying families could receive the child tax credit of $3,600 for each child under 6 and $3,000 for each one under age 18, up from the current credit of up to $2,000 per child under age 17. The credit would also become fully refundable, so more low-income parents could take advantage of it. Plus, households could receive payments monthly rather than a lump sum once a year, which would make it easier for them to pay the bills. So all in all, President Biden is very happy that the House worked so quickly to get this bill done. He wants the Senate to move even quicker to get this stimulus relief out to the public. The only aspect that Democrats are mad with is that the Senate parliamentarian stripped out the $15 an hour minimum wage increase. And Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer aren't too happy about that. So we might see a couple more attempts made this week by the Democrats to get the new wage increase included in this new bill. All in all, I'd say we can expect to see the stimulus within 3 weeks. That does it for this video. And if you haven't already done so, please be sure to like and subscribe. Thanks.